I mean, there is this sort of perverse side of me that likes the challenge, but more than that, it was just I read the book and I was incredibly moved, and it kind of opened up some things for me that I'd kind of kept repressed for years, and I was just in awe of like the power of this thin volume to sort of touch so deeply on a subject that a lot of us don't like to talk about, and it did it in a really fresh and inventive way, and it was sort of unsentimental, lyrical, had moments of humour, and I just thought there was so much in it. You know, it was a challenge. It was, you know, children, animals, Benedict's, animatronic head. It was like, you know, in a 6-week shoot with you know, not a huge budget. So it was, I think I like diving into things at the deep end and, you know, seeing whether I can make my way out.
But we all came to this project, everyone, for the same reasons: the love of the book and the power of telling a story about male grief and a family lacking a centrifugal force of a woman, and what that does to male energy, and how to cope, and to explore something that as a society, let alone as men, we often seal away and make taboo or don't bring out to the open for fear of it not being, you know, being a bit of a downer at the party. And it's like, well, maybe, but it's a really important thing because we all have to get through it. It's part of life. The fun of this for me, not to relate my life to Dad, but the fun of it for me was, you know, Henry and Richard Vauxhall, the two extraordinary children, untrained actors, and they are actors now. As we're very quick to point out this, that they're not actors, they're just children. They're like, we're actors. But they've never, there's nothing performative about what they do. It's utterly raw and true, because they've never been schooled or formed into a mould of how to present behaviour. So it's what we caught in the jar with proper lighting. And they were friends, they were collaborators, they were also children to look after, and they were actors with gifts to give us that and to teach us. So there were multiple roles going on with them during takes and after takes. Yeah, some fun that we had between us.
Embarrassingly, there's quite a lot of me in Dad's. I remember when we were getting script notes, people were like, surely you'd know which coat was which son, and surely you'd know where the bowls were kept. And I was like, that's me. I'm so in my head all the time, I don't know enough stuff that I should do.
Yeah, someone said in an interview, I said, you know, it's just a lot of people, you know, dads relate to the idea of not knowing what clothes to put on. And I think dads would take offence to that. I think we all have different roles and different dynamics and partnerships in bringing up children, and it's less whether you're adept at it, but in that circumstance and being all on your own, dealing with your own feelings and your children, and the normalcy of life continuing as if nothing's happened. The rest of the world doesn't feel what you're feeling. It's huge. So it's a massive struggle, no matter how well you